Have you ever stopped to wonder, am I actually breaking God's law with what I eat? This isn't just about counting calories or skipping dessert. I'm talking about something far deeper, something that touches the very heart of what it means to honor God. Let me ask you, if God gave us the 10 Commandments as an eternal law, do you think He'd leave our health, our diet, out of His plan? Ellen G. White, a powerful voice on health and spiritual living, once said, "Men and women cannot violate natural law by indulging depraved appetite and lustful passions and not violate the law of God." In other words, what I put on my plate can either honor God's law or break it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Does eating a burger, drinking coffee, or grabbing some fast food really matter to God? White puts it plainly. Had men ever been obedient to the law of 10 Commandments, carrying out in their lives the principles of those precepts, the curse of disease now flooding the world would not be. That's huge. She's saying that the diseases, the suffering, the struggles with health, they're tied to how the world has ignored God's principles on the plate and beyond. Let's bring in the Bible. In 1 Corinthians 3-16, Paul writes, "Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you? If my body is God's temple, then what I feed it matters a lot." Ephesians 4-13 urges us to reach the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. How can I do that if I'm feeding myself things that cloud my mind, damage my body, and distance me from the Spirit? White warns us we must be daily controlled by the Spirit of God, or we are controlled by Satan. That's a sobering thought. Every meal, every snack is a decision, not just for my health, but for the direction of my soul. I get it, letting go of tea, coffee, meat, and stimulating foods isn't easy. But Ellen White asks, will our people see and feel the sin of indulging perverted appetite? Will they discard all stimulating food and devote the means expended for these hurtful indulgences to spreading the truth? That's a challenge worth thinking about. Here's the bottom line. I'm either a commandment keeper and a health reformer, or a health deformer and a commandment breaker. There's no middle ground. Disease, fatigue, and spiritual dullness, they're often the results of ignoring God's natural laws. But transformation starts with a single step. So, next time you reach for a meal, ask yourself, is this helping me honor God and treat my body as His temple? Because reforming your health isn't just a side issue, it's a central part of living God's law. And that, my friend, is the shocking truth we all need to face.